somewhere beyond the edge of our solar system, farther than any human hand has ever reached, Voyager 2 drifts through the cold silence of the interstellar void. For decades, it has been the quiet sentinel of humanity, carrying with it the hopes, curiosity, and boldness of a species that dared to send its voice into the unknown. But what it just sent back is not another routine measurement or faint radio signal. It is something else entirely. This is not noise in the data, nor a random scattering of light across its failing cameras. This is an image, a final image, and what that image revealed is so unexpected, so perfectly structured, so impossibly out of place in the infinite randomness of the cosmos, that it has sent a tremor through the deepest corners of the scientific world. A shape, geometric, intelligent-looking, disturbingly deliberate, captured not by accident, but by a probe built decades ago, powered by plutonium, guided by commands typed in an era when the internet itself did not exist. How is it possible that this ancient machine could become the messenger of something that might not be natural at all? Was Voyager 2 followed? Did it stray into a realm where the rules of physics no longer hold? Or has it stumbled upon something that was never meant to be seen? This is no coincidence. This is a message, written in mathematics, woven in light, hidden in the final frames of Voyager 2's long journey. And if you still believe the universe is empty, you may need to think again. When Voyager 2 left Earth in 1977, it carried with it one of humanity's most ambitious offerings to the unknown. A golden record, a time capsule etched with greetings in dozens of languages, music from around the world, and the sounds of Earth. It was our handshake extended to whoever or whatever might find it. That was the message, or so we believed. But almost half a century later, what Voyager 2 has sent back feels less like silence and more like a reply. The image it captured should not have been possible. Not with its aging, nearly blind cameras, not at such an unimaginable distance. Yet when scientists processed the data using a quantum AI designed to detect patterns the human eye could never see, a structure emerged. It was not a star. It was not a planet. It was not dust, plasma, or any known formation. It was a lattice, precise, symmetrical, and consistent across multiple frames. This was order in a place where chaos rules. And more disturbingly, it did not drift away like background noise. It stayed with the probe, locked in relative position, as if it were following or watching. NASA engineers moved quickly to rule out a technical fault. The anomaly was not a glitch in one instrument. It appeared across multiple sensors in different wavelengths at different times. When they mapped it, they found repeating Fibonacci ratios and prime number intervals embedded in its design. One physicist described it as the universe winking at us in code. But objects like this do not exist in the void. And yet, as Voyager's system scanned it, the structure seemed to shift ever so slightly, almost like it was reacting to being watched. The observer effect is known in quantum physics, but this was no atom, it was kilometers wide. How can something in deep space change its form in response to observation, unless it is aware? If it is aware, then it might be artificial or worse, alive. The place where Voyager 2 now travels is not simply a border in space. It is a boundary where the very fabric of reality may begin to change. Quantum gravity theorists have long speculated that beyond the heliopause, strange and unpredictable phenomena could exist. Some call it the cosmic twilight zone, where Einstein's laws begin to bend and quantum rules begin to seep in. The structure in Voyager's image fits nothing in our models. It reflects no light but absorbs certain frequencies. Casts no shadow yet disrupts magnetic fields. Some suggest it may not even exist in our dimension fully. It could be a projection, a higher dimensional shape crossing into our space, the shadow of something from another universe. And now, inexplicably, it appears to be pacing one of our machines, built with technology less advanced than a modern smartphone. When the AI dug deeper into the anomaly's transmission patterns, the results were chilling. It found sequences, prime numbers, Fibonacci spirals, and precise geometric arrangements that matched the mathematical language on Voyager's golden record. These were the same symbols we had chosen as universal, our Rosetta Stone for alien minds. And here they were staring back at us. This was not coincidence. This was mirroring. Whatever is out there had received our message, understood it, and responded in the same language, encoded in a form that could only be detected with the advanced AI tools we possess today, not decades ago. It was as if it had been waiting for us to become capable of hearing it. Publicly, NASA offered vague statements about unusual artifacts in the data. Privately, leaked emails revealed that scientists were ordered not to speak of the image or the mirrored codes. Voyager's transmissions were rerouted, encrypted, and diverted into secure quantum computing facilities. The concern was not that we had found something dangerous. It was that we had been contacted. If this image was a reply, then the experiment was over. We had sent the call, and now, something had answered. And there was no way to take it back. Among scientists, the discovery split the community in two. Some clung to conventional explanations. Perhaps this was a rare form of lensing or an unusual dust formation. Others, particularly those in quantum field research, were not convinced. Papers appeared briefly online before vanishing, suggesting that Voyager had entered a region of space under deliberate control, where information itself could be shaped, redirected, and encoded visually. One researcher described the image as a glyph, part symbol, part command. And then came the more unsettling question. What if this was not just a reply? What if it was an invitation? Voyager's magnetic readings soon revealed something stranger still. The space near the object pulsed with energy, not randomly, but rhythmically, like a beacon, like a heartbeat, and those pulses matched the Fibonacci patterns seen in the structure's design. For decades, we have looked for alien life in radio waves and atmospheric signals. But this was something else entirely. A force capable of shaping its surroundings with mathematical precision, leaving patterns only intelligence would notice. And we noticed. Then came the theory that chilled even the most skeptical minds. What if Voyager had not captured an object at all? What if it had triggered something, a responsive distortion in the fabric of space itself, like a mirror that turns the moment you look at it? Perhaps this thing had been waiting, hidden, silent, until a human machine crossed some invisible line. Not to attack us, not to welcome us, but simply to let us know it had seen us. For almost 50 years, Voyager 2 has wandered the darkness, carrying humanity's greetings on a disk of gold. We sent it believing that maybe someday someone might hear us. But deep down, we never truly believed they would reply. Now, its final image is not just a photograph. It is a fracture in our understanding, a geometric echo of our own thoughts reflected back at us. It is not a planet, not a star, not a comet, dust or gas. It is something else, something that waits, something that mirrors, something that understands. And with that single image, the silence of the cosmos is over. Something just blinked. And now, the question is no longer whether we are alone, but whether we are ready for what happens next.